Oh, y'all give it up for Will, man. What a funny guy. Hey, you guys don't forget your waitresses. Take good care of them. They work hard for you. And, I'm hoping you guys had a good time. We got one more comedian coming up. And hopefully we can do this on a quarterly basis. I talked to Bob about it. And, if you guys can support it. And it'd be a lot of fun. This one went good. Bring friends. And maybe the next one go even better. What do you think, BK?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm telling you a couple more stories. I'm gonna get out of here. And it's a true story. Of course, not all my stories are true. That's what makes them funny. I'm not saying it happened to anybody, but one time I thought I caught me a case of the hemorrhoids. And I went out and bought $250 worth of medication. Shit that scared a straight man like me to death. Fucking suppositories. Preparation H with an applicator tip. Tux pads. Hold on, what the fuck am I tucking? And so for the next 3 weeks, I violated myself over and over. The first thing I did when I got home, it's all new to me, is I broke out that box of suppositories. This is my first time, so I thought, maybe you better read these instructions. When I got done reading those, I broke out in a sweat, and I was like, you got to calm down. You got to relax. So I lit up a few candles. Put on some Marvin Gaye. What's going on? What's going in? So it got so bad that I actually had to go to the doctor, and I carried my little 10-year-old brother with me at the time, and I said, hey buddy, you sit out here in the lobby, don't talk to anybody, and I'll be back in a minute. So I go in there, and a lot of you guys might know Dr. Perry. It's probably why he left town. He said, let me see. And I showed him, and he's like, my God. And he said, you could have been swimming in Preparation H. It wouldn't have helped. He said, that's an abscess gland. I said, what? I said, I'm not gay. He said, don't have nothing to do with that. I said, plus I'm clean, man. I bathe all the time. He said, don't have nothing to do with that. He said, I sleep 3 or 4 days a week. He said, well, what I don't see is one this big. He said, how are you walking? I said, barely. He said, we need to take care of this immediately. We're going to operate. First time in the operating room. So I go back out to my little brother. I said, hey, buddy, it's going to be a little longer. Be patient. Don't talk to anybody. I'll be back. I don't know if anybody's ever been in an operating room, but the doctor comes in and goes, Mr. Evans, I'd like for you to get undressed and get underneath the sheet for me. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I said, no problem. 5 minutes he comes back and I'm standing there like this. He said, Mr. Evans, I thought I told you to get underneath the sheet. I said, you did. I said, you didn't leave me one. He said, well, right there's the sheet. And I said, no, that's a big ass napkin. I said, well, I'm getting ready to pay. I was expecting some Egyptian cotton, 1,200 thread count, not a paper towel. He's like, well, can you get underneath the sheet for me? Or underneath the napkin? I'm like, all right. So I'm trying to get the creases out, and I assume the position on the side. And he walks in, and he's got a syringe about this big around with a needle like this long. Now, I think he's bullshitting because my girlfriend at the time knew him, and she told him I probably had a fear of needles, is what I thought. And I was like, woo! I said, can you imagine? He said, what? I said, can you imagine actually giving somebody an injection with that Dr. Frankenstein-ass needle? I said, now go on in the back and get the damn diabetic needle and come back. Quit fucking around. So he squirts some kind of liquid across the room, and he goes, actually, Mr. Edwards, this is the what we're going to use. And a nurse comes in, and I was like, oh, hell no. I said, I do half the nurse's hair in town. I said, I am not about to have my ass operated on her watching. He said, well, it's either that or the emergency room. There'll be about 15 nurses around you. And I said, well, girl, I'm sorry you're going to have to see this. So he proceeds to give me an injection, and when he did, I didn't know pain like that existed. I lost my fucking mind on that operating table because I thought something went wrong. And I was screaming, I was like, oh my God, you hit bone. Oh my God, the needle broke or something. I'm sweating from head to toe. By now I'm up on all fours. I've kicked my napkin in the floor. I got a syringe hanging out my ass like a tail, and they're trying to catch it. They're like, Mr. Edwards, you got to calm down. I'm like, ah! Oh my God. So finally the swelling went down. Swelling went down, you know, and or the pain medication started kicking in, and I was apologizing. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So he did whatever he needed to do and said, Mr. Edwards, this is a wound. We're not going to be able to suture up for the next 4 or 5 days. You need to take a hot salt bath 4 or 5 times a day. And on the way home, you need to stop off and get a box of feminine napkins. I said, what? He said, well, you don't need that. I said, are you fucking crazy? I said, first of all, I do hair in this town. I said, half the people think I'm gay. I just had my ass operated on, and you want me to stop off and get a box of Kotex? I said, hell to the no. I said, if you go in the back and give me whatever I fucking need, I don't care if it costs extra, but I'm not stopping off and getting some Kotex. So I don't know if he's fucking with me or whatever, but he brought his pants out. Like that thick. It looked like I stole a library book on the way out. Like SpongeBob SquarePants. But I didn't care, man, because I was walking upright for the first time in 3 weeks. I was proud to have my ass square. And you know they actually make a product called Procto Foam? Yeah, it's expensive too. It's like some kind of styling mousse for your butt. It didn't do nothing for the pain, but the hair on my ass looked incredible. So I'm leaving the doctor's office, and I got this big square ass pad, and I got a sack full of them. And I finally get out there to my little brother, and I'm like, hey buddy, I said, you ready to go? He said, yes. Did you hear that woman screaming back there? We still don't know to this day. But you know, medical stuff's big, like Botox is big right now. Everybody's getting Botox. But you know, I'm thinking, what if you're broke and you just don't have any money? Botox. That's what you get. What if you're a prostitute? You get some Botox. What if you're just a little mentally slow? Slow tox? I know, that's terrible. Anyway, tell you one more story and we'll wrap up with the last comedian. Do a lot of dating. On Match.com so far, I've been out on 349 different dates. And the people that know me know I'm not bullshitting. I know. 500. I'm a winner. A lot of you probably think I'm a loser, but you know, you can't call me a quitter. So I go out with anybody, and I actually went out with this girl that was missing her big toe. I know that's fucked up, but I had a lot of fun with her. For instance, I would take her to little Asian nail places to get her a pedicure. We'd walk in and they say some shit like, oh, here come big toe, bye-bye. We're in the back, the little girl's giving her a foot massage, and she's working it. And she just stopped and went, oh, you'll never wear a flip-flop again. And you know, they always got the biggest Asian bitch up front collecting money. She's like, I guess you want 10% discount. I'm like, hell yeah, girl, that's the big toe. And by listening to me, you probably don't think it, but I do have a romantic side myself. And sometimes I give my girl some TLC at home and I give her my own foot massage. And I say some sweet stuff to her like, sorry baby, but it was like, this little piggy went to market and got car tracked like a mofo. But I love it, man. But the best thing ever about dating a woman that only has 9 toes is when we're at the beach. That bitch is so easy to track. I mean, there goes my baby. There she goes. Well, girl, you can run, but you can't hide. Got that ass. Guys, thanks for putting up with me tonight. My name is Clint, and I hope to see you guys again.